Welcome back to Engine Empire, where we break down the cars you're actually thinking about buying. Today we're taking a deep dive into the 2026 Toyota Corolla Cross, a compact SUV that promises the comfort of a family crossover with the efficiency of a Corolla. If you're wondering whether this should be your next daily driver, stay tuned, because we're going to walk through the interior, power and performance, pricing, and finally I'll tell you who this SUV really makes sense for. Let's start with what you'll see and feel every single day, the interior. Step inside the 2026 Corolla Cross and the first thing you notice is how familiar yet more upscale it feels compared to a regular Corolla. The dash layout is clean and horizontal, with a floating touchscreen at the center and minimal physical buttons underneath to keep things simple. Materials are mostly soft touch on the upper dash and door tops, with harder plastics lower down where your hands don't go as often, but overall the cabin feels solid and nicely put together. This isn't a luxury SUV, but it definitely doesn't feel cheap. The seats are where Toyota has clearly listened to everyday drivers. The front seats are wide enough for bigger occupants, with decent bolstering to keep you in place when you're cornering, but still soft enough for long highway trips. On higher trims, you get power adjustment, heating, and premium cloth or synthetic leather that feels surprisingly durable. Headroom is generous even if you're tall, and the upright seating position gives you a confident, SUV-like view of the road. Move to the back and you'll see why people choose the Corolla Cross over a regular Corolla. Rear legroom is respectable for adults, and the tall roofline means even taller passengers won't be brushing the headliner. The rear bench is slightly firm, but the angle of the seatback keeps it comfortable on longer rides. You also get ISOFIX anchor points for child seats, so it works well as a small family car. Depending on the trim and market, you may get rear AC vents and USB ports, which really help if you're carrying passengers often. Cargo space is another strong point. Open the tailgate and you'll find a wide, square cargo area that makes loading bags, strollers, or groceries easy. With the rear seats up, there's enough room for day-to-day life, and when you fold them down, the expanded space can handle bulkier items like luggage or sports gear. Some trims offer a powered tailgate, making it easier to open when your hands are full. Tech-wise, Toyota has been stepping up its game. The Corolla Cross comes with a modern infotainment system featuring a touchscreen that, depending on trim, can go up to around 10 to 12 inches. You get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto in many markets, Bluetooth, and a decent sound system that's perfectly fine for music, podcasts, and navigation prompts. The digital driver display gives you key information like speed, fuel economy, and safety alerts clearly and cleanly. It's not a sci-fi cockpit, but it's user-friendly and easy to live with. Now let's talk about what's under the hood, power and performance. The 2026 Corolla Cross continues with Toyota's focus on efficiency and reliability rather than raw power. In many regions, you'll see a 1.8 or 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine, tuned for everyday usability. Power output is enough for city and highway driving, and while it won't slam you back in your seat, it delivers smooth, predictable acceleration. Toyota's CVT automatic gearbox focuses on comfort and fuel economy, simulating gear steps to avoid that constant drone older CVTs were known for. If your market gets the hybrid version, that's where things get more interesting. The hybrid system combines a gasoline engine with electric motors to deliver strong low-end torque and excellent fuel efficiency. In city traffic, the Corolla Cross Hybrid feels more responsive, pulling away from lights, and you'll visit the fuel station noticeably less often. The transition between electric and gasoline power is smooth, and Toyota's hybrid reliability record is a big confidence booster. On the road, the Corolla Cross is tuned for comfort and stability rather than sporty handling. The suspension does a good job soaking up potholes and rough patches, making it a very easy car to drive daily. Steering is light and precise enough for city maneuvering, and the compact size means parking in tight spots is simple. At highway speeds, it stays stable, and road and wind noise are kept to a reasonable level, especially on mid and top trims with better sound insulation. It's the kind of SUV that doesn't try to impress you with aggressive behavior. Instead, it just quietly gets the job done every day. Safety is another major selling point. Depending on the trim and region, you'll find Toyota's driver assistance suite with features like pre-collision braking, lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, road sign recognition, and automatic high beams. These systems work together to protect you and reduce fatigue on long journeys. Add multiple airbags, ABS, stability control, and a strong structure, and the Corolla Cross becomes a very reassuring family vehicle. Now, let's talk price and value. Exact numbers will vary depending on your country, taxes, and trim level, but the 2026 Corolla Cross generally aims to sit in an accessible compact SUV bracket. Base models keep things affordable with essential features, cloth seats, and smaller screens, making them ideal for budget-conscious buyers who still want the practicality and higher driving position. Mid-level trims add nicer interior materials, larger screens, more comfort features, and extra safety tech, which is where most buyers will likely land. Top trims and hybrid versions cost more, but in return you get premium touches, more tech, and significantly better fuel savings over time, which can offset the higher initial price if you drive a lot. So,